you know how they say, don't judge a book by its cover? Well, that's kind of true because, who, one, because you should not judge anybody or anything just by the cover. But that's what's wrong with some people today. They they're so quick to judge other people. I mean, who, I mean, who are they to judge? I mean, you just can't judge anybody by their looks, race, religion, what have you, because you be no different than that person that you're judging. But as I said, you need to stop. You need to try to stop judging people based on their looks, nationality, race, what have you. Because that's just not right. Just because someone does just because someone wants to do something, that doesn't mean that you should judge them. I mean, just because someone wants to do something out of the ordinary doesn't mean you should judge them. Just because someone wants to do something different or someone wants to have different goals or something like that, or set different goals or something like that, that doesn't mean you should judge them. I mean, you can't. You just can't go around judging people based on what they want to do, and you just can't judge people by their goals, nationality, race, what have you, because that's the problem with some of the world today. People are so quick to judge. You just can't go around judging others just because of their goals, nationality, and race. But as I said, that's just not right. You just can't judge people by their race, nationality, backgrounds, goals, whatever. But as I said, you shouldn't. Excuse me. You shouldn't judge others just because they set different goals than you, just because they look different, talk different. That's not the way to go about doing something. You shouldn't judge others, and you shouldn't pressure others into doing something. You shouldn't judge others. You shouldn't pressure others into doing something. In other words, you shouldn't be egging others on to do something just because your friends want to do something, that doesn't mean you should pressure them into doing it, or should I say, that doesn't mean you should egg them on. You shouldn't egg them on like that, because that's setting a bad example. But as I said, you shouldn't judge others, and you shouldn't pressure others, or egg or you shouldn't egg others on to do stuff.